I'm Joe Padula.
I'm Jared Stover.
I'm Greg Parbs.
And this is the local news you need to know. Absolutely. What's up, guys?
Morning, Joe.
Good morning, Joe.
Yeah, I love it. What's up, Greg? How are you?
I'm doing good. I had to practice my radio voice all night long.
He's got it. He's got it. Sold. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all right? Definitely comment away. Be a part of this conversation. Absolutely. Add to the table. Add to it. All right. Well, gents. Hey, did she blow up her house? Have you guys heard this story?
No, I have not.
I have not either.
So a month ago, this is out of Gallatin, Tennessee. Boom! This house explodes. Like, look at it. This is an exploded house. So, well, she just got arrested. And she was inside of this house, too.
What kind of device did she use? I mean, it doesn't look like...
Allegedly.
It doesn't look like there was a lot of fire involved or anything. So, I mean...
Yeah.
That's pretty specific to blow your house up. I mean, if there was something explosive, like, I mean, there would be... the house would have burnt out after it blew up. But, I mean, like that, I mean, maybe your... what's your hot water heater or something like that?
That's
maybe
a good observation.
The overpressure, because if that's an actual picture of the house, there would be, if there was an explosive device, there would have been fire and
that's a good point.
Breaking of stuff. So I mean, knowing a few things about things blowing up, there would have definitely been some of that. I mean, even natural gas, though. Natural gas would just blow out the doors. I mean. No fire, no nothing. I mean, but I guess that's true. Good pressure.
Here is a WKRN reporting on. This is Bob Mueller, one of my favorites. I think he's almost out the door, though. I think they're ready to replace him.
Tonight, a woman is in jail accused of blowing up her own home. The explosion rocked the Gallatin neighborhood back in June. News 2's Sarah Smith spoke with a victim whose home was destroyed in this blast and shares more.
Brenda Strong still dealing with the trauma of losing her home in an explosion. Her family photos and most of her belongings gone too.
It has taken everything from me, except you can't take my memories.
This happened in June in a Gallatin neighborhood. Brenda says she left for her morning walk a little earlier than normal that day.
Oh, a little suspicious.
Yeah, it sounds like the oven was on without the pilot light or something, and then maybe, but to Jared's point, something could have ignited it, so you'd assume there'd be a fire, but I see the fire department putting water on it, so I don't know.
When it was first reported, we were like, what a blessing that barely injured, out of the house, on a walk, perfect timing. Maybe there's more to this story.
Reason God was telling me to hurry and get ready and go. So that's what I did.
Investigators say Brenda's neighbor, Jessica Stadelbeyer.
Wow. So the neighbor was out walking about. The houses were connected, I believe.
Is that her mugshot?
And this must be the lady who blew up her home that affected the neighbor's home. Allegedly.
Blows up their duplex on purpose. Stadelbeyer was home at the time.
She blows up her house and mine too.
Officers haven't said what Stadelbeyer used to cause the explosion.
I know, Jared, I know.
Several other homes damaged too.
I don't know what's wrong with people. They have just lost their freaking minds.
I love her. I love this lady.
We always seem to find that one person, Joe. It's like after the tornadoes that we always find that one person that, probably should not be a member of the gene pool. And this may be one of them. God love her. And then, of course, there's this person looks like she would blow up her house.
She does look like a house blower upper.
Yeah, she looks like she'd blow her house up. So, there we go.
Well, here, I think there's more to the story. Let me get back to that. Here, let's finish up here.
Mines.
Stadelbeyer is charged with aggravated arson, vandalism, and child abuse. Her bond is set at $100,000. Brenda says she thinks Stadelbeyer did this.
How much? $100,000? That's it? That's not a lot bond, right? 10% here in So 10,000 to get out?
Still 10 grand, Joe.
Yeah, it is 10 grand. I don't have it.
Brenda says she thinks Stadelbauer did this to harm her. She says they've argued before.
I tried to be a good neighbor.
So she thinks that she blew up her house to try to get to her.
You know, there's always a silver lining here. Somebody that does demolition should also be part of this investigation, because this looks like a clean thing where you can go in and just, if you had to demo a property, get people away, and then boom, it's done. I mean,
You know what? We'll call the guys from Tower 7. Oops, sorry. Just I saw it. I never should have went down. Just all right. Here we go.
If she had to go somewhere and her car was torn up, I would take her. I never did understand why she would do something like this to me.
Now Brenda is living across town. She says she's been back to that neighborhood and it's still in shambles.
Damn.
Investigators haven't given details on that child abuse charge. Brenda says Stadelbauer does have a young daughter. Considering the damage, though, Bob, it's a miracle no one was seriously hurt in this explosion.
Truly. Thank you, Sarah.
Truth. I mean, so this side, boom. This other side of the duplex, not much, but shaken up. How did it? I don't know. That's pretty good duplexing. There you go. There's a shout out to Gallatin with their amazing duplexes over there.
You know, we can always go down that the Tower 7 rabbit hole, Joe. Yeah, I'm a first responder for the Pentagon. You know that, right?
I know.
9/11. Yeah, I was there doing my thing. So.
I hear you. Have you heard my story? I was at the Sound Tower that day.
Yeah, I've heard.
Terrible day.
It was a terrible day. It was a terrible day.
I'm glad that this lady's okay. I'm glad that kid's all right, too. But, boom. Hire a sapper. Problem solved. Justin Nichols. All right. Well, there you go. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boom. Water dogs. Greg, we should go scuba diving.
as long as it's 6 feet or less, I'm fine.
Oh, you don't like deep water.
I don't know. You know, I mean,
But you're like 6'7".
yeah, but here's the deal. I used to be like have a bucket list like that was 50 items. Now it's down to about 4.
Okay. Oh,
and I dropped the deep sea thing.
Okay,
Or the jumping from an airplane.
Jared, we got to go scuba diving.
Sure, why not?
But hey, we can always party on the beach. Yep. Hey, they're going to Orange Beach. This is for next year. This is May. And waterdogs.scuba.com. I'm telling you, includes the lodging, the charter fees, air, free air for the tanks.
Oh,
Right, it's for the tanks, not for the flight. I know. It got me fooled too. But yeah, but hey, I need that air if I'm going on the water, so I'll take it. So yeah, check it out, waterdogs.scuba.com. All right, next up, here we go. Okay, so this lady, she's been arrested a couple times. I went into her record a little bit. So last year she gets put into Montgomery County. So she was pregnant when she got arrested. Theft. I think every time she's been arrested, it's been about theft. So now she's pregnant in the county jail. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on, but she has a child in the toilet. There's got to be some type of procedure for pregnant women that are locked up so they don't have children in toilets, correct?
Yes,
Yes, there has to be.
there are.
So what happened, because she's now suing Montgomery County, which means she's pretty much suing us. You know, I mean, when you sue the county or city, when it gets paid out, that's tax dollars. Mm-hmm. So here, she's speaking out. Let's hear what she has to say. What's up, Clarksville Report? How you doing? This is WSMV.
No one should have to have a baby in a jail cell.
For the first time, the inmate who gave birth alone in a cell inside the Montgomery County Jail is explaining why she's suing. Thanks so much for joining us.
Jared, real quick, if you had to pick one, which lady would it be?
Joe, my wife's watching.
Damn it, I tried. Greg, I almost got him. I was so close.
It wasn't even an almost, Joe. It was not even close.
Damn. What's up, Christy? Greg, your choice?
Oh, either one is fine.
That's right.
We'll just go with that.
Very fair, very fair. Me, I'm a Lauren Lowry girl, but I follow her on Instagram, and she is a party cougar. Back to the story.
Back here on News 4. WSMV4 Investigates first told you yesterday that Alicia Moulton filed a civil rights lawsuit against the medical provider for the jail.
She spoke for the first time to our chief investigative reporter, Jeremy Finley. And Jeremy, you had tough questions for her as well.
Well, that's right. Even though the circumstances of her baby's birth were traumatic and is the reason she is suing, Moulton knows her own mistakes led her to be in that position in the first place.
All right. Nice
It
kid.
is a life Alicia Moulton could not have imagined a year ago.
I was in a bad state at that point.
On August 19, 2023, she knew she was strung up on drugs and charged with burglary when she was booked in the Montgomery County Jail. What
Good
she
shot.
didn't know is that she was also
We have great fences, don't we? Look at that. Montgomery County, you got great fences.
She didn't know she was pregnant.
in the Montgomery County Jail. What she didn't know is that she was also pregnant.
Bingo.
See if, how far along I was is really what I wanted to know, because I was concerned. Yeah, I wanted to make sure he was healthy, you know what I mean? Like, especially the lifestyle I had lived up into that point.
You obviously were using drugs at the time. You
Great
obviously had committed a crime. How much responsibility you take?
I shouldn't have been living that lifestyle that I was living. Like I said, people make mistakes.
But even after a pregnancy test in the jail confirmed it, Moulton says in her lawsuit that the medical staff with Southern Health Partners never took her to see a doctor, and she was never given an ultrasound. She was also detoxing from her drug addiction.
And I cried to the nurses. There was times where I cried. One of the nurses even held my hand and told me, you'll just get through this.
Even with her first pregnancy with her daughter, she did.
Yeah, like Quinder says, I feel bad for the kid in all of this. Absolutely.
Sure, Joe.
But and now kids.
But you're in jail for burglary. You're a drug addict. So you're detoxing. There are going to be issues. You find out that you're pregnant in jail, and now you want to sue somebody because you don't think that they gave you the proper care. I don't really think that that's the county of Montgomery's problem. It's more of a problem. Maybe you should not have been on drugs and burglarized somebody's establishment and then try to blame somebody later on, because obviously there are probably some issues with getting employment these days because she's probably a felon, so that's not our problem. Sorry. I mean, you're in jail. Jail's not fun.
No.
Okay, it's not designed to be fun. We're not designing it for happy places and sonograms and roses and stuff like that.
But
you're
there's
in jail
got
for
to
a
be
reason.
there's got to be something in place in there.
There are things in place in there. Of course, they have things in place in there. Maybe something happened. Maybe the doctor didn't think that it was good to go. I mean, it could have been in the middle of the night. Okay, because obviously they're not always on.
I would like to hear their side of the story, the county, but they haven't put anything out.
Well, it's tough. And as I look around in the studio today, I am the senior member here today.
Yes.
And,
Not by much.
And,
Yes.
and I will tell you that somewhere, and I don't know when it actually happened, but our society kind of changed to I'm not responsible for myself anymore. And,
Ding.
And I really think, it goes into the court of law and the lawyers and all that. So all this would have happened 20 years ago, would have been different, but
Today?
the field, they're going to have a field day with it. It's going to be settled. And
In Connecticut, a lady, similar situation, and the headline read, and I wonder if she read it herself, but I think that lady got $500,000 from the county.
It'll be settled, move on, and who knows, you'll have to have a pregnant button in a cell that says, I'm starting to have a
In the
baby."
guy cell, too. And, right.
Sure,
Got to have that in the guy cell just in case. Right.
Do they have tampons in the
Oh,
guys, too?
tampon
Okay,
Tim.
all right.
Didn't show. So when she started experiencing late
And by the way, hey, I hope this lady's on the right track. I really do. I hope she's found Jesus. I hope she's in the right direction for her and her family. I really do. But let's continue.
labor pains, just a week later, she asked to see a doctor. A nurse's note shows they
think
could
so,
not
Joe?
feel contractions on her stomach.
She was like, he's up too high, you're too small, you're not having contractions. Looked me right in the eye and told me I'm not having contractions. No one should have to have a baby in a jail cell, especially when I made them very much aware, hey, I'm having a baby, let's get to a hospital.
What followed would make headlines across the country. When medical staff left, Moulton would give birth to her son Aiden alone in the toilet in her cell.
He was in the toilet for a few seconds. We got him out. I thought, honestly, I really did think he was dead at first.
In her lawsuit, Moulton is suing Southern Health, claiming they were indifferent to her suffering. Moulton's attorney, writing to WSMV4, investigates. This lawsuit shines a light on this often overlooked social issue and raises awareness of the civil rights of pregnant inmates.
Any other woman should never have to go through that ever again.
So Justin Nichols writes in the comments, what's up, Nichols? If she had that baby out of jail, she'd kept using, and the baby would have been taken at birth. Interesting take, Ryan. She said, we got him out.
For the second day in a row, WSMV4 Investigates left a message for Southern Health Partners, asking for their policy of how pregnant inmates should be treated. No response yet. Now 355 days sober, Moulton is working and taking care of her daughter and son.
Good.
Knowing the day will come, Aiden will ask about the day he was
Joe.
born.
I still have nightmares about it. And like I told you, it's on his birth certificate where he was born, you know, and I hate that for him. That's where his place of birth, Montgomery County Jail.
I hate that for him.
I think most of us who heard this story, Jeremy,
it's your fault because, you're a criminal and your child was born in jail because of you. So you shouldn't feel bad for him. He should be ashamed of you for being in jail and having him in a jail.
You know, she seems she's cleaned up, which is good.
God love her.
And it's because she was in jail, like Nichols said in the comments. I mean, that's probably just the facts right there. And yeah, it's interesting that she's now suing this the medical staff over there at the county jail for this situation.
Right. Well, yeah, it's all becomes down to liability and how it's going to shake out, and who knows, there'll be different procedures put in place maybe and going forward. But
I like your pregnant button idea.
Yeah.
I'm a pregnant button. It's coming.
Said, well, how's the baby? And from the video, he looks really healthy.
Yeah, he is. He was born a preemie. He's doing great now. The lawsuit claims he suffered eye and blood infections because of his contact to the toilet. A spokesman for the sheriff's office.
Luckily, that's all. Right? In the toilet.
So he had pink eye.
Yeah. Yes, he did. He had pink eye. That's right. I'm glad.
Says they had no comment because of the pending lawsuit. We also have asked them for the guidelines of treatment of pregnant inmates. That'll give us some guidance whether or not procedures were followed. We'll let you know when we get that. Tracy.
All right, Jeremy Finley tonight. Thank you.
Yes, I hope they do put out some information. But I get it. There's a lawsuit going on.
Right.
So, but.
Well, it'll come down to procedures and all that. So, yeah,
Right.
Going forward.
She's lost some weight, huh? So
She had a fugitive bond, $250. It's a fugitive from another Simba's out-of-state bond, burglary. Nice. So
in 2015, she was pet sitting. She was accused of stealing from clients back in the day. That was, I think, her first arrest. Yeah, don't do drugs. Don't do it. And I'm sure she'll be the first to tell you now, too. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs and blame other people for things that happen to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Like going to jail or having a child in jail.
But I don't know. What do you guys think? Is she gonna get money?
Yes.
Yeah. Greg says
she'll
yes.
She'll get some money.
She'll
get
get
some
it.
money.
It'll be, and then the procedures processes will be looked at going forward, and hopefully, it helps everybody. I mean, like you said,
Drugs are bad. Okay.
This, I'm not responsible. I'd like to see something passed on that.
I'm surprised there's
People need to be responsible.
There's no GoFundMe already. I'm surprised she hasn't set one up.
I wouldn't doubt that she had.
Oh, maybe it's out there. Maybe. Well, there you go. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep the comments coming. Be a part of this conversation. Ah, yes, Mondays we're on Riverside Drive at Clarksville's third base. Hey, do you guys go jet skiing?
Been a long time.
We now have jet skiing on the Cumberland River. Yeah. I got the guy coming in tomorrow.
You actually want to get in that water?
Yes. Yes, they cleaned it. They shocked it.
You
Right.
can't shock
Yeah, they shocked
100
it.
years worth of pollution out.
Yeah, they put in the tablets.
That waterway is very, very highly utilized by commerce. So
No, they got a section. They got a section
just
off.
because it rains doesn't mean that the
Yes.
streets are clean, all right? It's just that's not a fact.
It's cleaner.
Cleaner. I mean, it still stinks, all right? When you go down there, the river smells
No,
bad.
there's parts of the river. Yes, in that area, there's some bad smelling river. But if you go up where they go this, where they do this jet skiing, it's fun. Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait. We're gonna do it.
Is this the same organization cleaning the river that did in Paris? Is that right or no?
Ooh,
Maybe.
touche, touche, touche.
I didn't get a ding out of that.
Oh.
Ding.
Okay.
Well, he's on the show tomorrow. I can't wait to talk to him. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
I didn't want to, but I guess we have to.
So I have plenty to say about this.
Is
Plenty.
Rhonda Roundabout safe or dangerous?
Okay, so Rhonda the Roundabout is safe until, we have to be considerate of the people that live in that neighborhood, okay? Because people live
That's
there,
right.
okay?
A decent amount of people.
A large amount of people. And when we do things,
What's up,
even though
KG?
they
Happy
may be
birthday.
cool or fun or edgy, we are being rude to our fellow neighbors by doing that. Now, is that thing drawing a lot of attention nationally? Yes. Mm-hmm. Enough to where our mayor, who's
Yeah.
a good mayor, good guy, love him to death, had them turn off the camera watching the roundabout.
Yeah.
So folks didn't like that. Do I think it's cool for us to be doing 1,100 laps over there and slowing traffic down relentlessly? No, we should not.
What's your record?
Jared has never gone over there because I don't live in that neighborhood.
So, but
I don't live in that neighborhood.
So, you're saying
yeah.
people are going there because it's a destination?
Joe, they're going there because it's destination. There are people in clown outfits out there the other night.
Yeah. Yeah, I see they set up chairs too.
Setting up chairs, okay. This is a thoroughfare, a public street. You
Yeah.
know, people live there. They would probably prefer not to have all that going on. Should we have had a roundabout? I'm going to go with probably not.
I love roundabouts.
It's great.
I
It's
grew up
good.
around them.
It's great. But yeah, this is in New Jersey.
Yeah, but it could be like New Jersey.
Is it? Yeah, Joe, we don't ever want this to be like New Jersey.
We got to set up
Ever.
maybe a mom and pop Italian shop right in the middle of it. Maybe that's the problem.
Joe, we got to get authentic Italians down here to do that.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on
As
it.
close as I can get it's an authentic Italian as you, all right?
Forget
That's
about
hard. It's hard. Okay?
Greg, have you been around this?
No, but I'm excited when Rhonda Roundabout came about because all of a sudden now Gary the Guardrail has a girlfriend, and so
Yes.
by us, by O'Connor's
Exit 1.
pub there, Exit 1, and by the way, they're doing some construction on Tylertown and Trenton, the intersection there. So I don't know,
Oh, thank
Gary. I don't know if there'll be a plaque once it's all completed. I don't know. But I'm excited about it. You see these different places, and if they work, they work fine once people get used to it. Now, I notice you've got the picture up here where it shows a left turn lane, which should just be to the right or straight.
Yeah.
So there's a little confusion, possibly
absolutely.
when the start. So
Yes.
but it keeps traffic moving. Your costs are low because you're not putting in street lights, and electric, and all that stuff.
I agree. I hear you.
So I think if you have the space, because it takes a little more space, I think that it could be good.
I blame National Lampoon's European Vacation, the second one, right? Okay, remember? And everyone keeps quoting it. Look, kids, Big Ben. We know, Parliament. And on top of that, this is a fad. I think this is going to go away, as in how many times you can go around it. It's a brand new toy. It's a new toy for Clarksville. And this toy is going to get used up. But I do agree. It is confusing. People got to get used to it. And they will. They will. And this Now, them setting up cops outside of it, I don't understand what that was supposed to do.
Scare off the looky-loos.
The looky-loos. But it's not illegal to looky-loo, right?
It is not.
Right. Yeah, who knows?
So I don't know. I know the premise of how a roundabout works. Now, in the middle here, is it just grass, or is there some kind of plan for that? Or
I want to get into a discussion about that. What statue should be set up in the middle? We'll get into that as soon as we go to WKRN covering this.
All right.
Here is News 2.
Roundabout in a major intersection in Clarksville is officially open. It's causing some confusion, though. News 2's Corey Johnson joins us in studio with all the details. Corey?
That's right, Mark. The roundabout now has a Facebook officially, and it's called Rhonda the Roundabout. There's a page dedicated with close to 5,000 followers, and there's also a YouTube song also about the roundabout. There's a lap record of 50 times around the circle, and Rhonda even can be found on Google Maps now. So a lot of people having some fun with it. But aside from the fun, some drivers commenting on that Facebook page say the design and signage leave much to be desired still. Many drivers pointing to the painted arrows on the ground that direct drivers left.
Right.
This has led to a few wrong-way cars and almost accidents.
No.
Now, around rush hour, the traffic circle is also congested with cars stopped for a
Like, who painted that, though? Like, why was that even painted on there? That's crazy. Like, that right there could have been real bad. Real bad.
Almost accidents. Now, around rush hour, the traffic circle is also congested with cars stopped for a short time. I talked to city leaders today who tell me they've gotten phone calls about these issues and they understand drivers' concerns.
Top score.
We're thinking about maybe changing even these temporary markings to mimic the sign that we've got, since we had so many positive comments about the sign. And so we'll just scrub what's there. It's just a temporary layer of pavement anyway. And see how those amended pavement markings go and see how receptive some of our folks are to that. The intersection, as it was at Whitfield and Needmore, was such that, a couple hundred yards away at 374 and Whitfield, the traffic signal there was accustomed to a certain traffic pattern and flow, but now traffic's flowing through that intersection with ease, so much so that it's backing up. So we're looking at some different signal timing options and
So the traffic over there's two things you got to consider. Like what Jared said earlier, people are going down there just to go down there.
Yes.
And people, I know I would avoid that area at certain times because I knew how bad the traffic was. But now if it's supposed to be fixed, that traffic issue, I would go down there if I needed to, like, cut through to get to Tiny Town.
Is this near Glen Ellen School or something? Is this or?
This is the one by. So
Hey,
you're on,
you know where Needmore's at. You know where the Walmart, the
101st,
the little bitty Walmart is. It's right up that hill.
Okay.
Right up next to a school. I don't know if it's Glen Ellen or not. I have no idea.
Okay.
It is a school though, right? Over there.
Yeah, it may be Glen Ellen, but it's right there on that corner of Needmore. Why would we put that there? Why would we do a roundabout anyway? Okay, this isn't
by the Walmart.
This isn't something that we that we're used to here.
Well, this is part of Mayor Pitt's 2020 initiative for reducing traffic. I like roundabouts. I think they're fun.
If we had people that can go out there like this was Mario Kart, yes,
I love Mario Kart
it
too.
It might be good because it's not supposed to be something that draws attention. It's supposed to be something that helps cut down traffic.
Yes,
which is good. But of course, we can't have anything nice, Joe. Ever.
It's our new toy.
It's a new toy.
Yeah, it's a new toy.
I think it was designed as a secondary. It sounds like it's a secondary road. We're not talking off of 101st or Wilma Rudolph or something like that. So I think it's something they're obviously looking at and studying. And I know there's more plans with Trenton up near 101st. So there's some different
that's right.
we're going with there. So you're right. We're moving forward and it's change. Now remember, nobody likes change, right?
Unless it's on Trenton.
Well, that's right.
I can't wait for a center turning lane. Come on, Trenton.
Yes.
State road, though.
Yes.
State road. Different rules.
Protection.
The street department leaders also tell me the success
cute,
of this
too.
roundabout could influence similar future projects at other major intersections in the city, and they're continually
study for this, they
monitoring
gotta know.
Rhonda's metrics. On News 2 at 6, we speak with a few drivers about their experience and how they feel this roundabout is impacting Clarksville traffic.
Let's see.
Now.
Oh. Wait, you just said you talked to people, but you didn't put it out there? Here's WSMV. Or is this News 5? I think it's News 5.
Time to break down the biggest stories in all of Clarksville with the Clarksville Rundown.
In the Queen City, there's one story in particular.
Hey, I remember that building.
That's really making the rounds.
I love that the biggest news.
You guys ready to hear fake radio?
I can't wait.
There
Okay.
you
All right, it's fake radio. Hey, guys, look at that microphone, huh? Looks familiar, huh? All right, here we go. 5-star.
Story in town for the second week in a row is a roundabout.
Which means Clarksville Now's editor-in-chief is all
Ah.
over it.
But this is the first public roundabout.
Here's left-leaning liberal, a leftist, Chris Smith. All right. Oh, sorry, Chris. Love you, brother.
That we've had.
Got to
in the
expose you,
city.
though. Sorry.
Now, as a native Clarksvillian, it's important for me to note a vast majority of Clarksville drivers know exactly what to do. They're following all the laws. It's going great.
Uh-huh.
But there are a few, maybe not so much. There has been genuine confusion, especially with painted directions on the road.
Yeah.
But that's not the only thing turning heads.
There's a Facebook page that opened to document all this.
For one, people have given it a name, Rhonda the Roundabout. In turn, that spurred on memes, wisecracks, roundabout-inspired play.
Yeah, did you hear the song, the Roundabout song?
No,
it was pretty good. A guy wrote it and put it into AI, and AI created a country song out of it. And it's kind of scary, actually. Let me tell you, musicians, AI is not good for you. Not good.
Playlists.
Folks call her Rhonda. She's a twist and a turn.
Even an original song.
Rhonda the roundabout, spinning us around. Everyone's confused, driving up and down.
But perhaps the biggest spectacle.
It's not a bad song, actually.
No, you bring up a good point. I never thought of you, Joe, as a singer. You could actually go on AI and do a song for the Joe Padula Show.
It's unreal.
It's please somebody help Joe out.
Yes.
I'm pleading.
I can't sing it.
Right.
I mean, I got auto tune here, and it doesn't work for some reason on my channel.
If it can do you, it's truly AI.
Other than us covering this.
Oh yeah, News 5.
Is what some are calling the Rhonda 500.
So there's the red truck. They sped up the footage so you could see his 21 laps.
Various drivers with far too much time on their hands have been trying to clock the most laps around Rhonda.
Oh, a gray SUV did 50 laps.
This guy in the flatbed truck has been driving in a circle for several hours.
I don't have the gas money for that.
I think the record is like over 500. I think
It's whatever it is, it's ridiculous.
right.
It's gas money. I mean, they must be in a better economy than I'm in.
I have a friend that lives over in that neighborhood. Lives over there. Absolutely thinks it's horrendous.
Oh yeah,
horrendous.
Why?
Well, one, because it's got a lot of traffic now. Because people that don't live in the area,
Yeah, that's right.
obviously are doing laps around it, choking up traffic. I mean, he didn't like the idea in the first place because obviously Clarksville is not a location where we normally have a roundabout, and especially if we're trying something new on a road out in the middle of nowhere in Clarksville. That's not always a good idea. It's never a good idea.
I think this is a great idea. I think Clarksville will get tired of playing with its new toy. I really do.
Mm-hmm. I hope so for the people that live in that area, so that way school traffic is regular, things like that. Because as a parent with a child, I would be upset if there were a bunch of people that were driving around here just
500 laps.
just randomly. I mean, that's great. I mean, have fun, do what you need to do, but let's continue on with life, folks, and try to make our fellow man just as happy as we are.
Christy says the record is now 1,100.
Well, Christy knows because she is locked into that Facebook, the Facebook with the Roundabout Rhonda, because she decided.
Is she part of the problem?
Is Christy part of the problem? No, she has not been over there. No, she works in the area, but she is not doing that. That's not it.
And I figured out. So I know the statue that they should put up in the center of this now. It's got to be Ronda Rousey. It's got to be. Right? It has to be a Ronda statue now. Or a statue of ArtLink Maria. You know Maria from ArtLink? Mm-hmm. Because it wouldn't cost a lot because she's only 4'8". So if we do a statue of her, it only maybe $20 to build. Unbelievable. We'll have AI do it. Here's more.
And is apparently trying to make it all the way to 500.
And one of the cameras is trained on the roundabout. So it's
Yeah,
a perfect
Christina Ann.
opportunity for people to have fun watching this stuff. It's just a lot of fun.
Chris Smith says as long as it stays.
It's a lot of fun. You know why he loves it? Clicks. It's the only reason why this guy loves it. Chris Smith, that's all they care about is the clicks. Clicks. Not the fact that, it's pissing off people in this neighborhood. I can understand why someone would be upset in the neighborhood.
He's safe and in good fun.
Adds to the character of the city.
Giving people a reason to smile makes this a good news story to make the rounds.
It's a nice break from the more heady news that's going on out there.
You guys suck. What are you talking about?
The more heady news definitely needs to be talked about. There are so many things going on in this country right now that we have some serious problems with.
Photojournalist Angie Dones, Chris Davis, News Channel 5.
All right, there's News 5 covering him. Yeah, crazy. Ronda the Roundabout. Yeah, people get tired of the toy. They'll move on. But I do want to see something put up in the middle here. Yeah, Ronda Rousey. What do you think? What statue or what should go in the middle of Ronda the Roundabout grass?
I'm a businessman, so I'm always looking for opportunity. Something that's not going to cost the city anything. You can have rules, regulations.
O'Connor's too?
Well, you can have somebody sort of, the rules would be nothing 4 foot or below.
That's right.
Something that would be maintained.
Yeah.
And all that, and something very decorative or something.
A fountain.
Well, I don't know about a fountain.
No.
What they do with the fountain downtown, somebody puts in, laundry detergent.
Yeah, that's right.
Turns into a
it was great.
mess,
that was my bad.
So, yeah, that's when you
My
live
bad.
down there. So anyway, I don't know, just something possibly like that. They rent out some of the corners. You have a certain area to pick up litter on a street. So just something maybe like that, could dress it up.
Jared, what do you think? What should go in the middle?
Oh, definitely. I'm with Greg. We always want to look for opportunity here. There could be opportunity for advertising, obviously. A nice. You can't make it into a park or anything because obviously
traffic.
Somebody
Right.
would try.
Right.
Somebody would try. Oh, let's put a park there. Something nice. No. It does need to be a fountain because, as Greg said, somebody. It's not just that. Somebody's gonna be taking a bath in it.
Oh, that'd be great.
Like we're downtown. I'm driving downtown, and there's some homeless guy taking a bath in the fountain.
In the kid pedo fountain?
Yeah, we're not doing
Designed by a pedo, I believe.
We're not going to do that. So I mean, we can advertising, make money. That's a good way,
do not go in fountains.
Maybe a little monument, maybe it's a big veterans thing out here,
a vets thing would be nice.
A nice veterans monument, 101st, that'd be nice, Then of course, how are we going to dedicate it because the traffic around the stupid circle never stops.
I think they should put in a drive-through Walmart right in the middle of it.
They've already got that. It's down the hill, Joe.
Drive-through Walmart. And make use of this left turn signal right here. That's what they should do. This left turn signal that should not be here should be just to, I don't know, maybe have parking spot, picnics.
We can't do it. It can't be. There's no parking there, Joe. Because
always thinking of something dangerous over here.
I like what Justin says. Put Old Abe in the middle. That's it. You know what I mean? A grass cutout of Old Abe. That's it.
Right.
That's all, right? Old Abe Brews. That's not a bad idea. Yo, that's what if the city wants, that's what they should do. They should cut grass into people's logos. I like it. I I like it.
I'll go. Okay.
I'm in.
I'll pay for that.
Right? That's a good advertising.
Yeah.
That's good. People, I'll pay for that.
Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All right. I'm glad that story's over for now. Ah, yes, Wednesdays. Speaking of downtown. Yeah, if you don't go in the fountains, go down to Shelby's Trio. All right, yeah, get out of the fountains and go to Shelby's Trio across from the arena. Wednesdays, we're up there doing our trivia. So Saturday, I'm walking downtown, saying hello to my friends. You know, I used to live right there on Strawberry Alley. And some good traffic downtown. Walking traffic. People traffic. It's interesting. Our city is, our downtown is moving. But we do have a homeless situation down there. You're right. Absolutely.
It's not that bad, though, but it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. We want to make sure we help those people because some of those people have mental health issues.
Absolutely.
We want to make sure that we do right by our fellow citizens and stuff like that.
Evolving, right.
But the people, because God love them, are out there that take advantage of our goodwill, and we see them all the time. Like, for example, the lady likes to park herself out at Kroger's by Lowe's. So she breaks out her new cell phone, gets into her car, and then she drives to another location and does the same thing.
Oh, the one who asked for money?
Yeah.
I had an interesting one. This was over by Exit 1, actually. So I'm getting off of Exit 1. You know, I-24 Exit 1. There's a guy out there with the sign, you know, hey, vet, you know, battle buddies need help. And I roll down the window and I go, hey, man, what unit? And he goes, airborne. And that's when you know right away. You go, okay, all right, let's. Because, listen, like you said, someone in need, I got you. I'll help out as much as I can.
You've got to be careful about doing that, Joe.
I know.
You've got to be careful about doing that, okay? Because, I mean, you're probably still getting text messages from the jail.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so you've got to be careful about,
I don't know
I'll
what you're
help
talking
my
about.
fellow man.
Absolutely.
Because your fellow man may obviously come find you from across the country, Joe.
What's up, Jeremy? 5 Deuce in the house right there.
That's right. Well, I don't know why.
So the guy, you know, he's holding up the sign. Yeah. You know, and you ask him, hey, what unit? And he goes, airborne. And you go, okay, what do you mean, 101st? He goes, yeah. And then, what brigade, you know? And he goes, like, you know, 12th. And you're like, oh.
That's unfortunate.
I go, come on, man. There's no 12th Brigade in the 101st. He goes, yeah, airborne. I go, all right. You want a sandwich? I got a sandwich. No, he didn't want the sandwich. It's unfortunate.
Let me clarify. Did you make the sandwich?
No, I bought it from that MapGo.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I wouldn't want the sandwich either then.
Okay. Because your sandwiches, I can tell you, I know are healthy.
Yes, that's right.
Everything. So that's like, you know.
Yeah, this was it wasn't a spinach sandwich, right?
Okay.
Right, it was a MapGo. All right, here we go. Well, Christina Ann says, I've talked to some of those people, the panhandlers. They average about $800 to $1,200 a day. I got to go. I'm late for my new job. I'm going to go panhandle. $1,200 a day?
Right.
Yeah, I got a new gig. This is for the birds. Is that the phrase? This is for the birds? I don't know what that means. Jeremy, better than Iraq and Afghanistan food. Jeremy, I can't argue that. Well, I'll tell you what. Sometimes the MREs, you got the special little treat in there, which was nice. Like Skittles. All of a sudden, you get done with a patrol, and you're like, taste the rainbow. Yeah, it was something nice. Oh, the 299th Engineer, 4th Engine, 23rd Engine, 16th Engine, and the 101st Finance SSB. Right. That's the guy's unit. Sure. Hey, what should happen if you sideswipe a cop that's pulled over? You know, a cop pulled over a vehicle. All right, and now you're driving down. You sideswipe the cop car. Let's take a look what happened in Cheatham County. I'm guessing Highway 12, right? That road.
Cheatham County Sheriff's deputy is lucky to be alive tonight. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller. The deputy's car was sideswiped by a bus while it was pulled over, its lights flashing.
Arrest the bus. Arrest the bus driver.
What kind of bus?
EV school bus, maybe?
Was it a school bus?
Well,
Was it a Greyhound bus?
Oh, let's take a look.
The deputy was not in the car at the time, thankfully. News 2's Nikki McGee has more on the close call.
Love me some Nikki
all
McGee.
caught on camera.
Airbags deployed, shattered glass, and doors that won't open. This totaled patrol vehicle tells the story of a close call Sunday morning.
Your car just got smoked. Was that my car?
Deputy Ron.
Oh. It looked like it was one of those charter buses. You know, like the musicians.
Did they stop?
I hope so.
Perkins was assisting with the crash along I-40 when he was asked to block the scene with his patrol car.
I-40.
So really 4 minutes. 4 minutes time. He moves his patrol car, within 4 minutes it's hit.
Perkins' car was hit even with his emergency lights flashing.
That bus, man.
His lieutenant, Chris Gilmore, says it shows why the move over law is so important.
Just imagine if he'd have just backed it.
Yeah, do you guys know what the move over law is that we have here?
Yes.
Right. It's the... If there's a cop or emergency vehicle that's pulled over to the side of the road and the lights are on, you have to go to the furthest lane away from it.
Or give it one lane.
One
buffer.
lane.
Yeah.
Right.
His car up and just decided to sit in his car and wait on the highway patrol to get there or whatever.
Damn,
the case
this car
may have
got
been.
messed
It would have-
up.
The outcome could have been different. Or go to get out of his car with the door open. Could you imagine being crushed between the two vehicles at 70 miles an hour?
Nope.
Driving at interstate speeds means limited time to react. Gilmore says that to cover the length of a football field, it only takes 3 seconds going 70 miles per hour and 5 seconds going 50 miles per hour.
And then at 30 miles an hour, you have about 9 seconds to cover the distance of a football field. So it's very important to think about the speed and how much changing speed and lowering your speed can impact how much distance you're going to cover and the time that you're going to have to react to a crash.
Middle Tennessee has seen multiple officers hit.
Why are the wipers like this? Was it raining? It didn't look like it was raining. Interesting. I'm just wondering.
While responding to crashes this year, Gilmore wants to remind drivers to slow down, look ahead, and to think about the first responders present.
Broken bones.
That's right, KG.
You're looking at time off of work and the
Short
rehab
bus.
if they're even able to return to work. These could be career-ending, let alone career-ending. They could be life-ending things that happen to us.
Nikki McGee, News 2.
Nikki McGee, the only problem with this story is she should have been in it. She's a nice-looking young lady. She should have added herself to the video. Just saying.
We got to find you a woman or something, Joe, because, I mean, it's always about that, We got to get you one to where that's not all you think about.
It's not about me. I'm trying to help out her career, this young nice lady.
So we can put this out now. So we'll hold a contest on next Tuesday. Find Joe a woman. And if it's on Facebook, we can
I might have met one last night.
You meet women every night.
No, not like Mom. It's not like that. He means it differently.
I think we, Jared, we got him covered here a little bit later this year. We're going to have a little black dress contest.
Yes,
there you go.
Joe's going to help.
There you go.
Yes,
so we always try to help.
I mean, so Miss Padula, we're trying to find Joe a nice Catholic girl, something like that, but it's not working out for him. It's just not.
No, I don't want a Catholic girl. I don't care. Just her faith has got to be strong. Or if she needs help, I can help her with that. Hey, the building looks nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's a good place. Office Now. ClarksvilleOfficeNow.com. Take the virtual tour if you're looking for office space or hell, even some type of parking arrangements. Check them out. ClarksvilleOfficeNow.com. All right. Next up. What do we got? Are you guys animal lovers?
Yeah, I mean, dogs, cats, yeah.
Yeah?
I have dogs, yeah.
Okay.
Do I love them as much as my wife loves them? No.
You may have to take some in.
No.
Yeah. The county's, it's overflowing with animals. So the county, Montgomery County Animal Care Control is overcrowded after this record-breaking intake of numbers. So, Jared, we need your help.
Sorry, I've got 4 dogs.
Christy.
That's enough.
Christy, you got to take these dogs in, okay? You got to take these dogs in. Oh, she goes, you're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, she's all about them dogs.
Chrissy, you might want to You might want to pay close attention. I mean, look at these. Look at his eyes. Look at these eyes right here.
We're not having any more dogs. I've got 4 problems at home, and I'm not adding to that pile.
Chrissy, you have to take this puppy and look at this. Here, let's take a look. WKRN.
Animal Care and Control had a record-breaking month in July. Thank you for watching News 2 at 4. I'm Mark Kelly. But the reason for that record was not a positive one. As News 2's Corey Johnson explains, overcrowding is causing major concerns.
I like Corey Johnson.
Over 540 animals were brought into Montgomery
Christy,
Animal Care and Control last month.
How many?
540 animals were brought into
540? You could take one. Just one. Make that number 539.
So there's 540 animals brought in. And there's 250,000 people in this town.
Yeah.
So
County.
Right. County.
Right.
So I don't need to. I've already got dogs.
Greg?
It's a big one. I have to say that we're going to need a czar on this one.
Oh, we need a...
and I don't know if this is a government job or a private entity or what we can do, but, it really gets down to the root cause. We got to get, these things spayed, different things. I guess there has to be laws and procedures. I'm a law procedure guy.
That's right.
So, but it is a shame. And years ago, I believe, I keep going back 20 years, right? What we used to do. I think they used to be put to sleep, and that was it.
That's right. I believe that was the process.
And then
they had a certain amount of time.
We didn't have the discussion.
Right. Yeah, you're right. We should bring a border czar in.
Mm-hmm.
That worked out so well last time, right?
Montgomery Animal Care and Control last month. That's more than 20 intakes daily. And
20?
an overwhelming record.
Oh,
according
Christy,
to
look at
shelter
this
staff.
dog. How can
more
you say no?
More than 80% of the animals
Look.
come from the Clarksville area. Staff are now working to find new...
Oh, did you notice? No ring. See that? No ring.
Well, Joe, if it's there, but we should reach out to her and say, hey, so we got Joe Padula here. Forget about it. He's looking for the future Mrs. Padula since he's like almost 50 and has not had the first Mrs. Padula. So we got to get him there. He's a little picky.
I thought I had them, and then they go crazy on you.
He's a little picky, but it's okay. He loves animals. He could marry you, and you could get a cat or a dog or something. He's not going to be around to take care of it, but
I feed a stray cat, and now the stray cat that I feed now eats with a mom raccoon and her babies. Yep. So, and a nice little possum comes by once in a while too and says hello. So I can't take any animals in. I'm sorry, I just don't have the room. I got all these wildlife animals that I'm feeding.
So why, Christina, let's address that for a moment. Why has Joe been blacklisted from the dating marriage scene for a year? Do you know something that we here at the studio do not know?
Because of my repentance.
Repentance?
Yep.
So are you saying that like you converted to Islam or something?
Oh, I would never convert to that deity god. No way. I've read the Quran multiple times now, and oof. It's not good.
So because of your Christian faith, you're off the market.
Some markets. Yeah. Some girls that I start dating, and I start telling them, hey, this is my faith. This is what I do. This is what I don't do. And then they go, oh, okay. And if that's what they're all about, then they're not for me anymore.
Well,
Yeah. My has the world changed, Greg. Right.
Well, let me throw another idea out there. You do a lot of trivia, a lot of different things.
That's right.
I go back to 20 years ago again. Here we go. Is start the dating game. Get the dating game going at spots. And
the
stuff
dating
like
game.
That. The dating game. You hit
the dating game was good. Yes.
3, or you hit a gal.
That's not a bad idea.
The dating game, Joe?
Maybe we could do a dating game.
A dating game.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, we're doing a dating game.
That's
Joe.
not a bad idea.
Greg, you're a genius over there.
I did one time. I did a speed dating. I hosted a speed dating event at the bowling alley inside their bar, and it was quite successful. I don't know how it turned out or if there was success, long term.
Right.
But I do know people came out, singles came out, because it's better than swiping right or left. It's actually talking to people.
How's your schedule looking next Friday? Because you want to do this on a Friday. Saturday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
it's not
absolutely.
a Tuesday thing. You know, who goes on a date on a Tuesday?
Hope is on.
Yeah. Enough of this story. The dogs are in there. Go get them if you want them. We're talking about life.
It makes me very sad.
Christy,
it's very sad.
Christy, go get those dogs. All right. Christine, I have not been blacklisted from dating marriage scene for a year. Please stop spreading that rumor. Look what you guys did with these guys.
Well, I mean, we have to be concerned. Joe, we've known you a long time. We love you. So we want to be concerned. And, you know, we don't want you to be an old spinster, you know, where you're like,
I'm fine.
70 years old, like, oh, because Mama Padula would like to have a grandchild from you.
I know.
Sometime.
I would like to be back in the will. Yes, I agree.
You're the only one responsible for carrying along the Padula name, right?
Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
He ignored that.
And I'll tell you
for
what.
the record.
Don't keep the comments coming. Don't comment, okay? Mind your business. Thursdays. Have you seen Jason recently?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was down there a week ago.
Yeah. He's doing good.
He's doing real good.
I like Jason. They got, we do the trivia on Thursdays there. My issue is with Jason, though. We got to paint those lines in the parking lot. Right? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to paint lines.
Right.
In the parking lot.
I think he's opened up the parking lot for more parking, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got to get the lines in there and it's not his fault, but people don't understand the concept of parking in decent spaces so people can also park in the parking lot. Right. So, yeah, check it out. Wicked Good, baby. Love me some Wicked Good. So there's a new school, an elementary school. She's cute. Right? Mm-hmm. Amelia Young?
It's an exciting time in Montgomery County as students return to the classroom, and the district is opening its 25th elementary school. We've been at Kirkwood Elementary School throughout the morning before.
Did you see a ring?
I wasn't looking, Joe. I don't have those kind of issues.
Oh, here. Tell me, do you see a ring?
Elementary school. We've been at Kirkwood Elementary School throughout the morning before students are back in the classroom for a half day. It's just
all right, good. So they got a school. Okay, that's great. Yeah, here's Amelia Young on Instagram. Do you follow her on Instagram?
No.
Oh, maybe you should. Here, let's take a quick look. Yeah. There's a new school. It's great. It's over there past Exit 8, all the way out. Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, Amelia Young, Instagram. Oh, we share faith. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Who is this? Oh, no. You know what?
Looks like somebody that's recently married.
She's not that good looking. You know what I mean? Yeah. This guy's got such a weak handshake, though. You can tell. You know what I mean? Yeah, never mind. All right, next story. I didn't care anyway about her. I didn't like her. Wasn't my type. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. O'Connors. Yeah. So you were mentioning Gary the Guardrail earlier.
Yes.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still there. It's really in bad shape.
It's not looking good.
No, it's they're.
I'm not jealous.
They're accelerating, I believe, the road work over there on Tylertown and I guess Trenton to come. But yeah, it's I don't know. I believe they know how to fix it. It's just a matter of doing it, and hopefully they're doing it now. So
I love it over there, though. Yeah. And we do got some events coming up, some big ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the black dress.
Little black dress will get you going. Obviously, you see what's on the screen here. We've got cornhole on Wednesdays at 6, and we've got volleyball on Thursday at 6. Now, we just started a competitive league on Tuesdays volleyball, so these are people that can actually come with a team and sign up, and they have like 7 games in the championship and all that, so that's really good.
You really are the only place with all of that outdoor stuff going on.
Right.
It's pretty impressive because O'Connor's, Jared, it used to be a daycare?
Child daycare center. We say now it's adult daycare and night
That's
care.
right.
And then who knows, we may turn into a retirement spot before it's over.
I love it.
Right.
I'm good with all that.
Yeah.
That's a fair assessment.
Me and my future wife will retire there. Absolutely.
We've had customers that were actually part of the child daycare center operation as small children, and then they've come 21 and over, they've been at O'Connor's. So
Right.
that's kind of a full circle going on.
I love it. And Justin, I don't care about looks. I'm not shallow like that. That doesn't mean anything to me. Right?
I don't know, Joe. Sometimes you could be a bit shallow.
No, I have a type. It's not a looks thing.
Oh, well, I mean, since we're on the subject, what's the type, Joe? What's the type?
News reporter.
News reporter.
News reporter.
Okay, that's a broad spectrum, Joe. It's not a short term. You have to.
There is a lot of broads in there. You're right.
You have to open your mind up to maybe she doesn't look like a supermodel. Maybe she looks like a regular person.
That.
I think you do.
That doesn't matter to me.
I don't know, Joe. I don't think I buy it.
Believe you me, you should see some of the dogs I've been with. All right, back in the day, during my mistake years. They were nice dogs.
This is a big one, Joe, because I mean I did a little bit of research on this stuff. So
well, should we get electric school buses?
Absolutely not.
You're saying not?
Let me tell you why.
Hold on, wait. I want to know why. But I want to know in the comments, should we get these electric school buses? Because they are coming to Middle Tennessee. Here, let's take a quick look at WKRM, what they have to report.
Into a cleaner future when it comes to school buses. Several counties are slated to receive a combined $12 million, and that's for 37 new electric school buses.
All right.
This is through the Environmental Protection Agency's
progressing
Clean School Bus Rebate Program. And the whole goal is to help school districts across the country replace diesel buses with ones that are better, they say, for students' health and for our environment. State Capitol reporter Tori Gessner explains.
It's a push to make these yellow school buses greener. Brian Turner with
Greener. See, greener's better. Yeah, look, I might be sold. Let's take a look.
Bledsoe County Schools listing off the benefits of electric school buses in a video from the Tennessee Valley Authority.
School buses are a perfect fit for electric vehicles because they're a controlled environment. We know how many miles they drive. We know where they park. We know when they can charge. We control the environment.
Bledsoe County was one of the first.
See, maybe you're on board now.
Districts in the state to add electric buses to its fleet. Thanks to the Environmental Protection Agency's Clean School Bus Rebate Program, 8 districts in Tennessee will have a combined 37 more. Metro Nashville Public Schools is one of them.
The health folks tell us there should be some accompanying health benefits to the students that are both riding the bus.
I love the smell of an old school.
But science.
Yeah, science. Yeah.
And waiting in line or whatever whilst the buses are idling.
There are environmental and cost-saving benefits, too. Electric buses require significantly less maintenance than diesel ones, including no oil changes, saving districts money. After applying for the funding through the EPA 3 times,
Sold. They got me sold. I'm all in. No oil changes? They got me.
So let's talk about this, Joe. Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to give you all the mic. Just a few more seconds, because then the floor is yours.
Was awarded a slice of the $12 million pie this year to replace 15 diesel buses with electric ones.
Yeah, get them
out. The TVA will
Get
help them with the transition, which they say will pay off in the long run.
It's really kind of a triple benefit. You know, the community sees a reduction.
See, look, this guy, it's so clean, it's not even a green screen behind him. He's actually there. That's how clean it is. It's so green screen, look at that.
In noise, a reduction in pollution, and then the school district realizes a reduction in operating costs.
Some districts do have concerns over how far the buses can travel before needing a charge, how they'll work in cold weather, or on hills. While the transition may be an adjustment, the TVA says the electric bus rollout in Bledsoe County proved districts don't have to worry, including whether the power grid can handle it all.
See that? You don't have to worry about the power grid.
Refrigeration, you know.
And it's free power. It just comes from the ground. That's my setup.
Hot water, all those things have been, I'd say, transitions along the way that
transition, just like children.
Chapters of development and growth throughout the Tennessee Valley. I think of electric vehicles as a very similar.
Reporting in Nashville, I'm Tori Gessner.
Look,
well, the districts in Tennessee receiving the funding for 4 or more buses include Bledsoe, Cheatham, Davidson, Jackson, Maryville, Wayne, and Henry. Now, the money covers the additional cost of those electric buses. The buses will likely be available by next school year.
See? It's going to be a great year.
I think that we're doing the right thing. Let's observe, see what happens with these other counties. Obviously, a couple things they mentioned in this report was you've got hills. Obviously, we're in a climate that gets cold.
That's right.
Are the kids going to be stranded because they lose the electrical power? They run out of the battery. But here's the one thing I think could kill it all.
What's that?
Do you ever notice on school buses when the kids have to leave at 3, it seems like at 2:45 all these school buses come together.
That's right.
So there's a meeting place, but if you have to charge it, you've messed up their meeting place. See what I mean? So I don't know if it's going to change the dynamic of school bus break times and all that.
I wonder where the charging stations will be put in. But did the corporate news media convince you that we need EV school buses? Jared?
Okay, so let's talk about environmental impact.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
so
it's cleaner.
The
It's
amount
greener.
of lithium that has to be mined for one bus
Yeah, but the kids will do
destroys the environment more than we could possibly want to talk about, or at least some people don't want to talk about that because it obviously destroys the environment and everything around it.
We'll just use cobalt.
The vehicle is unsafe. If it catches on fire, it can't be put out with water. You have to let it burn.
Yeah, not a lot of. You don't have the amount of water to put it out, really,
No,
right?
you can't. It just has to burn. It's way heavier. So your average school bus now weighs a lot.
Yeah.
Let's put the whole floor from front to back a battery.
Yeah.
That's literally all we're going to do. Now, let's move on to the power grid, okay?
Well,
so if
before we go to the power grid, but at least if the battery dies, I could just replace the battery.
No.
Oh, I can't.
No.
Oh.
So, I mean, you're going to have
Sorry.
to pick the entire frame up off of the vehicle, and you're going to have to see said battery, which is a whole bunch of little bitty batteries glued together, made into one battery.
Okay, but at least I can just dispose of those batteries after it's dead.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No. That's environmentally unfriendly because they're toxic to the environment.
So what are you going to do? Just bury them?
I don't know what we're going to do. We're probably going to, feed the whales or something with them. I don't know.
Why don't we just throw them in the burn pits in Afghanistan?
There we go.
Like we did with
Just
the.
like we did before.
All right. So
let's talk about the power grid.
Yeah, the power grid. Yeah, all you do is just charge it.
Okay, so the power grid. So the director of I forgot what it was. It wasn't the EPA, but it was people in charge of the power grid here for the United States. We're not prepared, even the next 20 years, to power all electric vehicles. He said the grid can't handle it. There's no way. There's no way. We don't make that much power in the United States for us to be able to handle that.
You'll have to build more coal plants or nuclear plants.
More coal plants, more nuclear plants. They're going to have to use more diesel fuel.
We should do nuclear. I like nuclear.
And with our percentage, I mean, because we already try to be so environmentally friendly, Joe, that we hurt ourselves because the main producer of toxins in the environment and stuff like that are China, Russia,
India.
and India.
Right.
Okay. So the United States in that big pie chart, because I mean, obviously they have a lot of discussion about this on Capitol Hill. Our little sliver is like minuscule.
At least we're still in Afghanistan, where all the lithium is being mined from.
Minuscule things.
Sorry.
And they don't want to. They don't want to say, "Oh my God, you guys you're doing great for the environment." But what about Russia, China, and India that are destroying the environment? It wouldn't matter what we're doing if we were all electric, and they can't deny it. If this country was all electric, the environment will still get damaged because of what China, Russia, and India do because they don't care about our stupid ideas.
But at least we wouldn't be more susceptible to EMPs.
Most people don't know what an EMP is, Joe.
Okay.
And yes, if we did get hit with an EMP, your car's going to stop working. If it gets cold outside, like with the ice, it's going to affect the battery because your car's a big battery. So, I mean...
when Georgia got hit with that blizzard out of nowhere and they were all stuck on the highway, I think it was very thoughtful of those people with the gas-powered cars to let the people with the electric cars into their cars to survive when they were stuck in that traffic. I thought that was very nice of them.
Our country is so fooled by shiny new toys. It's like, oh, look at this shiny new toy, okay?
KG knows.
It's amazing. It's amazing new shiny new toy. And they just get like, oh, we'll have electric school buses. That's great. Oh, we don't even know how much it's going to cost or how the environmental impact. We don't want to talk about that these really hurt the environment versus, okay, so you got this plant. Everything runs on diesel fuel, petroleum, things like that. Everything. So you want to stop using our entire power grid. Everything that we hold dear.
I'm sorry. Everything, if I remember correctly, everything runs on Duncan.
Duncan
was their slogan.
That was a good one, Joe.
Right.
That's a good one.
So I have to disagree. Everything runs on Duncan. The donuts.
The politicians don't want to talk about this game.
No, of course not.
They don't want to talk about this because reality is people that, if you watched maybe C-SPAN one time when they're talking about this stuff, it would make you so angry that you're like, oh my God, these people are, they can't even answer a simple question of how long would it take for the power grid to be this much and how do we actually power it? It's not going to get powered by electricity. I can promise you that. It's going to get powered by natural gas, diesel, all those good things that have to be burned, okay, or coal.
I like nuclear.
That's the way.
I really
it's got to
do.
be so much.
Today's nuclear
it'd be out of control.
There's also this. Have you seen this? There's this where they got these power stations that get powered by current, underwater current. It's amazing. I mean, it really is the future because current is so powerful. It's unbelievable, and they got the. Yeah. Well, check it out. Maybe we'll have current-powered cars. Oi, oi, oi! So yeah, speed dating, huh? Maybe.
Joe, let's look at let's look at Friday night.
I gotta look at the calendar. Yeah,
let's do that.
I think that'd be cool.
That'd be very cool.
But Tuesday tonight, we got trivia night. Old Dave's Brew House.
Trivia night.
Boom.
Well, here's the spin on the dating game. Okay, Joe has to set it up with a guy, and he's got a choice of 3 girls. So the guy's going to pick one girl. The other 2 get a date with Joe.
Yes. The poor
so
guy.
So nobody loses.
Okay.
Nobody loses.
Win-win.
Yeah. So I'm in. You guys want to play some trivia right now?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Let's do it. Old Dave's Brew House, are you ready? All right. Let's do this. Okay, here's what I got for you guys. And you guys got to figure this out.
It has begun.
Here we go. Famous people. Okay? Hey, look, there's Dwayne "The Rock" Swanson. Love it. So I got this software where I take faces and bodies, and I'm able to swap them. All right? So I use it for famous people now, for the trivia. So from the one image, I need you to name the 2 famous people that I smashed together, if you will. Okay. All right, here we go. Good luck, guys.
Okay.
Who are the 2 famous people?
Go. Dolly Parton for the body.
Okay, you're saying Dolly for the body.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'll let Jared talk about the head.
Maybe in the comments you can help out, too.
I have no idea, but Dolly Parton, yes.
You're definitely saying Dolly Parton's the body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with. Yeah, you guys are half right. You got the Dolly part.
Okay.
Who's this?
I'll say Arnold on the body.
Okay.
You know, I don't ever remember that guy's name,
but you know who he is.
I do know who he is. That is obviously Keanu Reeves and some other guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that's the guy from 40-Year-Old Virgin and somebody else. I don't know.
What about this? What about the mustache? Does that help?
Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Chris Farley and
you're going with Farley?
Yeah, Chris Farley for the face and
all right, you guys were right with
Carrie Underwood. Okay.
Yeah, it's Carrie Underwood with Dolly.
Okay.
Right, Carrie Underwood with Dolly. I also got it reversed. So there's Carrie Underwood and Dolly Parton. All right. You're right about Arnold.
Okay.
And Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
All right. Now, I also swapped it. I reversed it. Do you want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger on Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
It looks like if they, it's Ken's uncle. Right. Have you seen Barbie? Me neither. Have you seen Barbie?
No.
Okay. Just asking. Because you want those electric buses, so I had to ask. Zach Galifianakis and Keanu Reeves.
Right.
Now, if you switch it up,
And we're the three best friends that
it looks like
we're the three best friends
Jack
that
Wick 24, right? Like a future Jack Wick. This could be John Wick. I'm sorry, John Wick.
Okay.
His friends call him Jack. You're right. It was Hulk Hogan with Steve Carell. Do you want to see the reverse? Here, take a look. Yeah. Scary, isn't it? Brother. And you were right. Chris Farley and Melissa McCarthy. Which, I'll tell you, Chris Farley could have played this role in Bridesmaid. Now, do you want to see the reverse? It's kind of disturbing. I'm just going to put it out there, but...
little coat, bad guy in a little
She could have played Tommy Boy. I truly believe it. All right. Well, hey, tonight's Trivia Nights. Come on out. Beautiful weather, too. Get the wings, get the brews. Everyone loves that snake eater. Right, the snake eater. Man, come on out. Great brews, great food, great trivia. Tonight, 7 o'clock. See you there. Very good. Hey, you guys did pretty good on the guesses. Nice job. Good work. Good work. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All right. I think we solved some of the problems here at the local level, at least vocally.
We're going to become consultants, Jared and I, for future
roundabouts
things if you need it. Yeah,
you're a roundabout consultant.
We're going to offer our services. So yeah.
Well, I'm going to be a consultant for the EV buses. They're going to hire me, and so I can help push that propaganda. I mean that information. Man, listen. Even at the local level, the corporate media is still pushing the same nonsense. All right, just remember that. Oh, I don't watch CNN. I don't watch Fox. Listen, it's all the same. It's all the same. I watch ABC. Good morning. It's all the same. It's all the same. All right. Well, that was fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Hey, I'm Joe Padula.
I'm Jared Stover.
I'm Greg Parbs.
And this was the local news you needed to know. Absolutely.